Guys, let's organize pantry today. From time to time, we all need to keep tidying our pantry, and whenever that time comes for me personally, I get super duper excited as I love to organize my kitchen and my pantry and do something new each time. If kitchen is the heart of the home, the pantry is its nerve center. A well-stocked and neatly maintained pantry means a healthy, happy family and a home with minimal wastage. The result, plenty of savings and a better, cleaner lifestyle. But what constitutes a good pantry? How do we organize it? What are the points to be kept in mind while organizing a pantry? Well, we're gonna discuss all of these and many more tips in the video today, so keep watching. But before that, if you want to stay up to date with kitchen and homemaking tips and tricks, then do not forget to check out my website momandme.com.au. We keep updating it with weekly articles and it has a shop page as well where you will find everything that we use here at Mom and Me and our recommendations too. So do check out our page momandme.com.au. So, this is the before look of my pantry. I realized that my pantry was now getting overcrowded, so I decided to create some space by moving things around in my kitchen and out of my pantry so that I can optimally utilize the available space in the pantry and it being not too overcrowded as well. I shot this video over several days. This gave me an opportunity to properly clean and dry all the jars and canisters before refilling and finally organizing. But that means I had to shoot a lot over several days, delaying this video. Every time I organize and reorganize my pantry, I always try and think outside the box. Last time, when I was organizing my pantry, I organized all these tall lentil click jars in C pattern and had a lazy Susan in the center. This system worked great as one, I could easily find what I wanted as each ingredient was clearly visible, and two, the lazy Susan prevented me putting extra stuff in the center empty space, which is so me. However, this time I want the look to be different again, which I will show you guys soon, so stay tuned till the end of the video. So I guess this is my fourth pantry organization video on my channel so far. And if I sit back and watch all my videos, I can see for myself how far have I come from when I started to now. So if you keep on doing something over and over again, you definitely excel at it. I will link all my past videos in the description box in case you want to watch them. Especially the first video, it's amazing to see how amateur I was and how far have I come. But anyways, over the years I have learned few important tips and tricks and let me share few with you all today. First, grouping items together. A staple Indian kitchen has so much of variety, so many kinds of dals and pulses and flours, snacks, etc. So the tip is to divide and conquer. Yes, that's the trick. To begin with, group similar families together. So all pulses go together, rice and rice flours go together, wheat and wheat products goes together, all proteins like chana dal, groundnuts, chole, rajma, besan, etc. are grouped together. Next, come to the oils. In this manner, try and broadly segregate items. Then, depending on your space, invest in baskets, canisters, and jars to place them all into groups. This way, you know where and how to get one out when the need arises. You could also divide and group in any other order of your choice. For example, you could segregate in order of expiry dates or a weekly or fortnightly list of ingredients depending on your meal plans for the period, etc. Checking for expiry dates ensure that you greatly reduce wastage. The idea here is to sort and arrange because it is easier to glance through, use up ingredients, and create variety in your dishes. Creating zones in the pantry can help all members of the family navigate their way through. Especially if you have kids in the house, you could store snacks, biscuits, and other goodies in the basket that can be pulled out easily Half opened packs can all go into one, and fresh stocks of snacks into another one. If you're a desi at heart and you have a thing for traditional storage ware, or you have the classic dabbas, which are aluminum and steel dabbas in your pantry, then do let me know, as I am planning to redo my mum in law's pantry, which is full of such traditional steel and aluminum dabbas when we visit to India in Diwali. Tip number two, healthy eating and planning. When all your stock is visible and in plain sight, it is easier to plan meals. We tend to bring in more variety to the table and use all of the ingredients wisely and efficiently because we can see them. Meal planning and prepping is a breeze. This means that meal times and cook times are more enjoyable than a burden. Every time I organize any part of my home, this time being the pantry, I would actually check out how it looks at least 3 times a day and just feel happy. Do you get that feeling as well? Tip number three, processes in the pantry. Many households follow many different ways of storing groceries. Some empty half or 1 kilo in a glass canister and store another half kilo in the pantry. In such cases, sit down and take a detailed look at the consumption patterns in the household. Does your tuve dal container hold only 2 kgs, whereas you need a bigger one that can hold 3? Plan these out, write them down, and invest in good see through containers. Once you store item in these, keep an extra stock in the pantry in the baskets or as you wish to. So when you empty the stock into the container, you know you have to restock. Processes in place help the smooth running of the pantry. Tip number four, reduce visual clutter. Now that we have a few processes in place, let's move on to organizing the pantry. Different packages in different shapes and sizes lying all together and everywhere can be a complete eyesore. Not only that, visual clutter often puts us in an agitated mindset and takes the fun out of cooking process. Hence, organizers are a great way to well organize and bring some method to the madness. They help in the processes that we spoke about and aid in the overall smooth functioning of the pantry. There are many fun organizers available that will help in arranging your stock in the pantry. Tip number five, check for pest. Once you have your groceries sorted, running through the basket once in a while and checking for pest and other insects and bugs will help you in controlling wastage. Pests spread really fast, and when we keep a tab on the freshness of our stock, we can be sure of reducing wastage and ensuring healthy meals. Baskets are a foolproof method. Storing food items in basket can ensure absolute peace of mind. But if you have space constraints, then simple but efficient organizers like shelf risers and lazy susans come in handy. Use lazy susans to put bottles, canisters, sauce, oil, etc. etc. Shelf risers make use of vertical space and give beautiful neat look while keeping the things in plain view. You can also use pocketed hanging shelves to store small packs of masalas. Hanging shelves can also be used besides the fridge or behind the doors. Use dead spaces wisely and make sure to label all of your pantry items for a neat and tidy and functional pantry. Invest in transparent containers that look similar so that you have created visual cohesiveness. Moreover, you can check the contents inside from time to time and just refill just in time so you never run out of stock. Since years now, I have upcycled these tea containers, the one with orange cap. I simply love them. However, the only drawback is that I only have collected 6 of them and I need many more to fill all the different kinds of flours that I use. So finally, I decided to invest in these glass jars with wooden lids. I was considering to buy a dozen of cookie jar containers, those which have a beautiful tiny handle on the top. But those ones would have taken up a lot of space in my pantry and I could not have stacked them one over the other. But these ones, the ones with the wooden lid, I can easily stack one on top of each other, creating more storage space in my pantry. Tip number 6, using labels. Using labels not only make your pantry look very sleek, but it makes using it very easy for other family members too. I personally love labeling all the jars as it makes pantry look Pinterest worthy. But that's a choice. Whether to label or not is completely upon your liking and preference. I bought these labels from Amazon. I will provide a link to all the products used in today's video in the description box below. But if you do not wish to expand on pantry labels, then another hack is to cut the name from the original packaging and stack it in the jar along with expiry details, and you're good to go. Ta-da! So this is the final reveal. I am so happy and excited and satisfied and whatnot. I think it's the best version of my pantry. I think I always say that. I think if you watch my past videos, you'll always find me saying this is the best version of my pantry. But that's what happens, guys. The more you do it, the more you excel. But on a serious note, guys, I believe that this way my pantry looks much neater and spacious and not at all overcrowded. Also, I have not stuffed up extra items on the back, which I used to always do before, because I used to always think that I have deep shelves and I need to store on the back end as well things that I do not use very often. But it happened that they used to expire more often. So now this time I have decided just to consider or treat my pantry as a regular shallow shelf pantry, and I think this looks perfect. I think I've come a long way when it comes to pantry organization. What do you guys think? Share your comments and thoughts and any suggestions in the comment section below. And I shall see you in my next video. Bye for now.